I like your hair today.
Yeah. And when it's really hot, there's no point to do my hair because it's gonna go crazy
I
when I'm
like it though.
going to train. Yeah, but it doesn't look good every time. It really needs to be really, really hot. This is the Middle Eastern hair kind, and there it's hot and humid, so my hair would curl. Here it's cold and humid. It looks crazy.
Oh.
Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day. What are you drinking today? Coffee?
It's coffee with my protein powder. Yes. And cinnamon, a pinch of cinnamon, pinch of vanilla sugar, and pinch of honey. Pinch of honey?
Wow.
Drizzle of honey.
Drizzle of honey?
With
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
I've never thought of having protein powder with coffee. But I guess it makes sense. Why not?
I have it with coffee because if I have it with fruit, it's going to be, excuse me, carbs and protein, and I'm not doing this. I'm sticking to carbs with carbs, protein with vegetables or coffee.
Well, there you go. I think
There
it's
you go.
cool doing
Yeah.
things differently. I had a follower yesterday. I was on TikTok live streaming, and they asked Rula how we met. And it occurred to me, like, have we spoken about that on the podcast? Did we explain it in our
really.
intro episode? Yeah.
I'm not sure anymore. It's 100 episodes plus, so I don't remember what was our intro.
Well, should we talk about how we met? What's our love story?
Let's tell the people. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Are you starting?
No, you're starting. I'm still shaking my coffee, drinking my coffee.
Right. Well, maybe you ask me the question then.
All right. So, Rosie, do you remember how we met?
Yes. I do, actually. So there's this guy called Pat Flynn. And he's pretty big in the podcasting world, okay? And he educates people on how to do it. And he put on this free challenge. I don't even remember what it was called. But it was free. And I, for years, had been wanting to start a podcast. And I thought, what have I got to lose? I'll join this challenge. And you happened to join this challenge as well because you wanted to start a podcast. I don't think you'd started or you'd just started, something like that. And everybody in this challenge was put into an online community with like a forum board. And I decided to get brave and I said, I'm looking for guests for my podcast. I didn't even have a podcast name. I didn't know what it was about. I just wrote something. I don't remember what. And you were one of the people who commented on it to be a guest. And that, Rula, is how we met.
Rosie, thank you for reminding me because I have no idea how the conversation started between us.
For once, I've remembered.
Yeah, I do remember Pat Flynn workshop, of course, because I was following him in his workshops and lessons about podcasting and also about passive income, financial passive income, something like this. I can't remember. And I focused very much with him on the podcasting parts, joined this workshop. I don't remember anything of the workshop. I do remember we connected and the rest is history. I did not even care about the workshop.
No, neither. I don't remember if I got anything of value other than, I met you and this was early 2023, I think. So it's been over 2 years.
In 2022.
2022. 2022, yeah.
Because then we started our podcast and then I guested on yours.
So
you guested on mine.
It's been 3 years, Rula.
Yeah.
What?
Hold on. And then you build a community, the free-spirited community.
Yes.
You contacted me asking if I want to join because at that point we were in contact.
Every now and then,
Every now and then, because we recorded the episodes together. I was checking on you for your van life. I don't remember for what you were checking on me. I wasn't having any exciting time. You were having all the exciting time in moving in your van. And then I joined the community, and this is how our friendship and relationship took off through the
Yeah.
community.
I feel like
Yeah.
we talk most days. Probably not every day, but most days there'll be at least one little message.
Yes. Yes. And then, from a message to deep conversations to a lot of laughter and jokes, and it became kind of the go-to moment sometimes, just for fun. Oh, what's
Yeah.
Rosie doing? What time is now in Australia? Can I contact Rosie? And sometimes I used to contact you and think, oh, it might be after midnight. She wouldn't answer.
Oh no,
You
I'm up. Yeah.
answers. Yeah.
So I'm curious, are you a cougar and you like having friends that are 20 years younger than you?
Not
Or
20
am I
years younger, no.
I'm the
No.
exception?
You're not the exception,
Oh,
because I'm surrounded by friends and partners who all just turned 40 or 40, some of them, few of them 45. It means that I've been around people that are much younger than me. But my circle of friends, my close friends, the girls that I have, we're all in our 50s. Some of them just turned 50,
yeah.
other
But
like
see,
mid
okay, let's go
50.
back. You're just everyone's going to think I'm older than I am. You said you know people in their 40s. I'm in my 30s. I'm your
Yes, that's
youngest
true.
friend. Am I your youngest friend?
I think so at the moment, yes.
Go me. Because
Yeah,
how old are you? 51. You're 51?
51,
And
yes.
I'm 33. Oh, so not quite 20 years. Not quite 18 years difference.
18 years. The other day, Liam at school, because he's 10, and his friends, they have young parents in their mid 30s
Yeah.
or younger even. And he was having a play date, and the mom came to pick the daughter up. And I don't know how she mentioned that she's 34 and already has 5 or 6 children. She
Oh
started
my
early.
God, wow.
And I looked at her and I was like, oh my goodness, she's 34. That's so young. And she's standing in front of me. She's Dutch, so she's 2 meters tall. And I was looking at her thinking, yeah, I can see it on her. I kind of forgotten how everything is so vibrant and different in mid 30s.
Oh.
And I love mid 30s. Now I'm gonna ask you the question,
Okay.
Rosie. Do you have more friends except your neighbors who are 70 plus? I'm not going in there. Do you have other friends than me who are in their 50s? Good friends.
Not like you. I do have a friend who's in her 50s, but I wouldn't say we're as close as you and I. We message
Okay.
maybe every couple of months. It's not the same.
Yeah.
But I do tend to connect better with people who are older than me. People my age are just stupid.
No, we don't want to generalize. I don't think they're stupid. People your age have so much to offer. They're only scared.
You are such a different person today. Let me just pull up. And I have not asked your permission for this.
I'm such a different person today
yes, because let me find
because
the
you want to
message.
confront me now with something.
I do. Let me find the evidence. Hang on. Where are we? Hang on. You messaged me in an absolute rampage, and it was about your generation. Where is it? You were basically saying, fuck Gen Xers, they're all a bunch of fucking whatevers. And you were saying how my generation is much better. Millennials. You said we need more millennial topics. And I went, what the hell? Who are you? You're being so, vicious, and this generation sucks. And usually you're like you were just before. Don't generalize, like we've all got things to offer.
I must have had a hard day on that day with Gen X
You said you were
people.
menstruating, so I think that's what was going on. The stats of Gen Xers listening to the podcast is quite low. Gen Xers, you're letting the team down. I think it's
Gen X
4%.
is the lowest.
Yeah. Come on.
And the highest number of listeners, age of listeners, is between 25 and 34.
So that would be a crossover then of Gen... What's the one after millennials?
Gen Z.
Yeah, so it'd be a mixture of Gen Z and millennials that are our biggest
Yes.
audience, I think, yeah.
But
And
this also tell me that Gen Z and millennials are looking for more meaningful conversations, and Gen X are still stuck with their old thinking and don't want to change or
Maybe
look at life differently.
Maybe. Is that how you find most people in your generation? Really? See, I feel the same about my generation.
Wow.
We see what we want to see, don't we? It's a confirmation bias. Maybe if we go back to your viewpoint on Gen Xers, maybe they don't know where to look. You guys didn't grow up with podcasts.
True.
Maybe some people don't know where to find amazing women like us and find these conversations. So maybe we need to shove it down their throats.
There are two things that are for sure, all right? Millennial and Gen Z are mentally struggling because they haven't had a true hardship. So whenever things becomes difficult, they don't know how to deal with it, and they decide either to quit or it's too much, I can't do it, etc. What they're bringing to the table is the changes that we ruined it for them as Gen X. That is, for example, the 60 hours a week work, the no life after work, I think mostly of work, because I think in times of romance and fun, Gen Z and millennials are not having as much fun as Gen X did. And there are factors for that, of course.
This is interesting.
Gen X, on the other hand, I say that Gen X are so stuck in they want to change, but they don't want to do the hard work to change.
Okay, hang on. This is a deep topic. I want to dedicate an episode. Okay?
All
We're
right.
going to pause, and then next episode, everybody go tune into that, because this is a very important conversation, and this would turn into a very long episode if we don't just pause. But remember, pause. The initial question was, how did we meet? So was my story true? That's how we met? I didn't make it up?
Absolutely, 100%.
100% I made it up.
No, 100% correct.
Good. And by the way, if
how your eyes go round when you're like, what?
I'm very expressive, aren't I? If you're new here, because we've mentioned this before, but you might be new here. This is whatever number episode we are. Go to Roula's podcast and my podcast, because we each have our own podcasts, and listen to the episodes we've recorded with one another. I think they're both great. They're both very different. There's links to our podcasts in the show notes. Go check it out.
We'll put specific link to these episodes in the show notes.
Okay, cool. We'll make it easy for you. We'll hyperlink to the episode. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.